how I achieved this gorgeous boho lock look using Eayon hair and the boho body wave locks 22 inches. Please stay tuned. All right guys, so here I have with me is 3 bundles of the 22-inch body wave boho locks from Eayon hair. The hair is very soft. I actually really like the body wave texture from Eayon hair. I've tried it a few times and I absolutely love it. It's still very bouncy even though it's just a wave, but I really do like the pattern because it's very subtle. But yeah, the hair feels amazing. The curls look great. So let's get right into this tutorial. All right guys, so for my hair, I'm just gonna go ahead and part my hair down the middle first. And I'm gonna be doing a pretty simple method. So this should be pretty easy for beginners. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is section off one part of the front of my head like so. Now this is pretty much going to be like the guide of where the locks are gonna fall. So I'm gonna part off that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and part off this one as well. And I would say it's about 1 inch wide. I don't want them too small and not too big, so right to where my ear kind of starts on each side. So I'm gonna be using some Shine Jam, just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the edges of my hair. All right guys, so as you can see, I have me some square parts over here, and I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do, I have 5 squares. So I'm just gonna go ahead and section the hair off and just do my individual braids like so. And then I'm just braiding them about 2 inches because this is just gonna be the base of the front of our hair to give that individual illusion. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish those. All right guys, so I went ahead and did 4 braids on the perimeter of my right side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing and just part out 4 sections. So as I'm braiding these, I'm just braiding them about 2 inches because this is gonna be the base of our perimeter to give that individual lock illusion. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish those 4. And I've seen a lot of the rubber band method. However, not a big fan of using rubber bands on my edges especially. So I figured this method may be a little better to preserve your edges. All right guys, so I went ahead and finished my perimeter braids. So now I just went ahead and parted my hair down the middle. And since I have 8 braids on the perimeter, I'm gonna go ahead and do 8 braids to the back to ensure that I don't have too many braids on my head. I'm gonna start a braid and then finish it at about the top of my head. And then when I start this braid, I'm gonna connect them. So I have my 1 braid. Now I'm gonna go ahead and part this one. And then start this braid. And usually I just wanna do that because sometimes when you have too many braids, that's more space to fill in and that's more packs of hair that you need that might not be necessary. So now that I have these 2, I'm just gonna go ahead and braid them together and then go all the way down. All right, so I have my 2 braids that's going into one, and now this side over here is a little bit more thicker, so I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 braids over here, and I'm gonna connect 2 of them. One of them, well, the anchor braid will be by itself, just so I can have that seamless finish. And I'm probably gonna connect this one to the next braid. All right, got that 3rd braid in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do all right, so I have 4 braids in. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the last one. Go ahead and start this braid, and then again, this braid will be by itself. I'm not gonna connect it because I do want it to be a little bit more flat in the back. And then also, as I'm braiding them back for the other braids, I'll take the braid and I'm going to go ahead and connect it into the braid that I'm doing. So that's how I finish all of the braids off. Connect the last braid to the one that I'm braiding, so you can have all of your braids tucked away. And then this end piece, I'm probably going to end up sewing down to make sure that it's flat. So I have my end braid. I'm just gonna braid that all the way down and then just put a rubber band at the end. All right guys, so I'm done with my braid pattern and now I'm at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sew that down so it can be flat. And if your braids are a little on the big side, that is okay. You could just sew them together so it could be a little more flatter. All right guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start crocheting the hair in. So here I have my lock. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hook, position it downward. You're gonna go ahead and find the hole on the lock, hook that in, close your hook, pull it through. Now I'm gonna grab the lock, pull that through, and then go ahead and pull the entire lock through, and then push the hole up to the root, like so. First lock complete. And now I wanna make a key note. The reason that I position the hook downward is so that the lock could fall flatter, because if I would hook it upward, it would be a little more bulky. So depending on how you want it to fall, you want to make sure the hook is upside down. And I'm gonna do the same that way. Once again, I'm just gonna show you guys up close. We're gonna hook the crochet hook through, grab the lock, close the hook, pull it through, grab the lock with the hook, and then slide the root down and pull the lock through. Very simple process. And then make sure you pull the hole all the way to the root so it lays flat. All right guys, so far I've used 1 full pack on the left side of my head, and I did some in the back as well. Very cute. And I do want to mention, sometimes the hole can seem a little bit too small, so what I like to do is try to stretch it out just a little bit, as much as to where you could fit a finger through, because it just makes it a little more easy to pull it through so you don't mess up the lock. But these locks are very sturdy, I must say. I haven't had any of the boho hair slide off as much as I've been pulling on them, so that's a really good point I like to add. Once again, they're very flat since I'm doing that downward method. All right, guys, so I am finally at the finish line. I am on my last lock, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in the gaps. Go ahead and place this one here. And I used a total of 3 packs for this look. If you like your hair a little bit fuller, I would suggest getting 4. But I really do love this fullness. The length is everything. The curls are beautiful. I'm super excited that it came out so well. And once again, it's so soft. And next, I'm just gonna show you guys some quick hairstyles that I like to do. So of course, my number one would definitely be just down. I typically like to wear my hair flipped to the side. You can also flip it to the other side. I really love that it's so versatile and you can kind of just wear it however you like. All right, one of my ultimate favorites is half up, half down with a bang in the front. This style is so pretty. So this next style is a really cute messy bun, and I always like having bangs. I don't know what it is. It just gives, I don't know, it just looks more cute, but a cute messy bun, especially with the little curl hanging out, it gives running errands. Yeah, I'm in love. All right, guys, last but not least, I have the half up, half down without the bangs. Now this one is still a really cute one to me too. Even though I do like the bangs, but the curls just give the hair that look. Like, you don't need to do too much. You could do so many different styles with this, and it just looks so stunning. Like, I am in love with the curl pattern. Eayon hair's body wave is gorgeous. It's not too curly, and it's more than just a wave, so I'm just very satisfied. I really love this hair. Go running by this hair ASAP. I'll have all the details about this hair linked below, so make sure you check that out. Subscribe for more tutorials, and once again, thank you guys so much for watching.